Hi guys, welcome back on Two Wheels. This is a quick little video which I promised with the new GoPro mounting position on the Triumph. Hope you enjoy. So the double linkage on the GoPro basically made the GoPro sit up above the top of the screen, which I wasn't too happy with. And after a few hundred meters or so, it was falling down, as you can see. So when I got to the junction, I just bent the linkage in double so that it was sitting lower, and actually looking through the screen, which I thought wasn't too bad, to be honest. So obviously setting off again and up the road, and subsequently the linkage continued to drop, and therefore took a lovely little video of the sky, which we don't get that often in any of these videos. So have a little bit of sky for a little while, and then I stopped to change it. So stopping, got the bracket, tightened it up a bit, and basically got it set to where I wanted it, a little bit tighter. It needs to be done up on the centre bolt, but that needed a screwdriver as such, but on the whole the others seem to hold it in place. Obviously you can see a bit of the base now. I guess when I get back and have a look, I'll see if I can find another bracket or mount rather that doesn't allow the linkage to drop all the way down, and therefore if it can hold the first linkage out at 90 degrees from the screen, then we could end up being a nice little sort of dog leg effect, or not dog leg, but a right angle on a right angle, and then sending the camera to sit nicely through the screen. All the time the screen's clean, I guess it won't be too bad a picture. You're getting a decent shot of the road ahead and everything that's on it, and to a degree it'll also offer a level of protection on the camera itself. Anything that sort of may get thrown up from the road, bits of gravel or whatever, if they're going to go for it, they'll hit the screen, and subsequently the camera itself will be safe. So so that's how it was. I'll look at maybe altering that the next time I get I get back with some fixings and see if we can't improve. Obviously it's winter time now, not when I took this. I'm adding the voice to this over the top. It's still got a nice little sky there, a little bit chilly, but some nice bit of sunshine. So not too bad a day for riding out. You know, the roads aren't wet, a little bit damp. It's sort of morning time, so a little bit of dampness on the roads. But other than that, all fine. Quite a busy. I think it was, if I remember rightly, it was in sort of like a rush hour. Not the rush hours I remember from driving into London or anything, but rush hour nonetheless. Got a few bigger vehicles that we'll be coming up to later. So yeah, I think the mounting of the GoPro itself isn't too bad in that location. Perhaps if you've got comments to add, then by all means send them along. I will respond, if not immediately. Normally, if I get a message come through, I try and respond the same day. Mostly through the iPad, so I don't take that with me to work or anything as such. But when I come back in the evening, I'll normally have a look and I'll respond to any messages that come through. So let me know what you think about the location of the GoPro, and if you've got any advice for improving the position, whether or not I should really try and go for the helmet mounted options. I quite like the fact that it's central. I quite like the fact that you're getting the view of the road, albeit not from my view directly because it's lower. But at least you're getting a decent view of the road that you're travelling along and through. So in that respect, I don't think it's too bad at all. I'll let you have a little bit of road time and catch you towards the end. So anyway, the Triumph, very comfy, I have to admit. The jury's out regarding the tyres, although being winter, I'm not going to worry too much about changing tyres. I, in all fairness, I doubt if I'm going to go off-roading anywhere. It's a big bike. It's big even for me on the road as such. It's more, the suspension seemed nicer than the GT version, that's for sure. But the downside is obviously I'm losing some of the lower seat height that I would have gained by getting the GT. It didn't seem as high when I road tested the first one, but this one does seem a little bit higher. I'm more conscious of it as when I come to slowing down at roundabouts and stopping at junctions and things. So I'm sure it will get a bit less anxious as the time goes on. It's probably the fact that I let the thing fall over the day that I bought it. Didn't really add to any sort of benefits, and I must admit another time when I went out on it recently, I was near the curb and I had to reach out, and I actually sort of like went out to put my foot onto the curb, which was quite a way away, and I thought, oh, that's a little bit, it seemed to lean over a bit more than I was immediately happy with. I mean, didn't fall over or anything, but certainly, it sort of reminds you that you need to be a little bit more careful, I guess, So, but yeah, generally speaking, I'm happy with the bike. Be even better if we had nice weather. Currently, it's been pretty naff in the UK when I've been back home. So we just have to look forward to a bit of spring and summer. I will be riding the bike through the winter, so it will have some use. The tyres will be fine because road use. It's going to be 99.9% road use unless I happen to pull up off the curb for some reason. So that is that's where we're going with that one. So come next year, 2021, we'll see what we can do. I've already booked into the Adventure Bike Show, so I'll be going there and hoping to go on a couple of the trails that they do. In the meantime, prior to that, hopefully I'll be able to get a few sort of test days or whatever, not test days, but sort of book in for maybe an adventure biking lessons, as it were, a day learning what to do and everything else. There's a lot of courses that they're showing in the mags at the moment. The Mali Mile looked good. I see some stuff on that, albeit I don't think I'd be wanting to tear around necessarily on this one. I'd be more suited to maybe if I'd got myself a little old rat bike or something and stuck some knobblies on it and just tore off down the beach or wherever they're going to be going to. So those sort of things, little events that may be coming up in 2021. It'd be nice to get out and meet up with some like-minded people and enjoy the biking scene a bit more. Obviously, this year's been a nightmare for obvious reasons, but next year hopefully we'll get some in. I mentioned before on a different video that it'd be nice to sort of like do even like a wheelie class, a day learning how to control the bike under wheeling conditions. Now you might say, oh, we all do that, we've done it for years. Well, I'm getting on. I'm not a spring chicken. I'm definitely not going to be intentionally wheeling down the high street or whatever. So but in terms of when you go off road or whatever, you might find the front rising a bit, and it'd be nice to have at least some confidence in yourself that you can sort of manage and balance a bike nicely on it. Especially I keep mentioning it. It's a big bike for me. It's a heavier bike than I had before. I mean, if I was realistically for off-roading, green laning or whatever, the CRF that was stolen would have been a better option to maintain, and you know, with that in mind, it's possibly I need to think about, you know, getting myself maybe something, an old bike, just to take off road and faff around with, so that, you know, if it did drop or whatever, I'm not causing, you know, thousands of pounds worth of damage to something that I'm still paying for. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, well, and then what we got, flat tracking. I'm quite keen. There's a place in Holland, Lelystad, I think it is, near me. Well, about an hour down the road from where I am up here. So hopefully get down when they start doing events again. We can get down and enjoy the spectacle, as well as, you know, maybe take in some lessons or whatever. The only downside is that they want you to, you know, basically they want you to have all the gear as well. So currently I don't wear big adventure boots. You know, I've got smaller boots that I wear, and you know, I haven't got the big drop-in boots. I'm not too, be honest, I need to be able to put my feet down. I need flexibility in my boot in order to be able to put my feet down either side. I can touch the floor both sides at once, but not definitely not flat-footed, and not completely on the ball of my foot either. So, you know, I have to rock one way or the other to get a decent sort of footing. And those sort of motocross style boots don't look like they offer flexibility, if you like. Maybe you can prove me wrong, but I don't think so. We'll see. We'll see where we go for 2021, and see where we are when we start thinking about taking lessons, what's available, even trials riding. That looks interesting. Seen a few YouTube videos, read some bits in the magazines, and you sort of think, you know, it's not necessarily something that I would want to do as a full-time hobby, but certainly to have a go. And you know, the skill levels involved are obviously immense, and something that, you know, most road riders probably wouldn't have. But certainly, if I'm looking to improve me capabilities, it's something to consider. You know, we'll see. So what happened there then? We was going to go to the fuel station and run out of battery. Fortunately, only on the GoPro, not on the bike. So anyway, I'll have to remember that for next time. Make sure my battery is fully charged, get some spares, and hopefully improve on what I'm doing with these videos. Anyway, as far as where I want to go with the videos, I'm hoping 2021 will be better than this year, and we'll all remember 2020 for many reasons, some worse than others. But moving on, I want to try and get maybe some classes in. fancy doing some flat tracking. I fancy some adventure training. Obviously, the bike's a tall bike, especially for me, and I want to know that I can control it, as it were. Maybe even a wheelie class. That's something, you know, it's been years since I've done a wheelie. I wouldn't want to be doing them on the roads and putting people at danger, but you know, certainly it's something that's that I'm sure could be a fun day. Anyway, anything like that, I want to try and video, and what I'd like to do also is get round to some shows and even look at sort of any sort of bikes of interest. Even if it's people that are, you know, the bikes in the car parks and that, I might pop them on, show them, and if the people that own them end up seeing them, or you know someone that's whose bike it is, then you know, maybe we can do an actual review on that bike and an in-depth interview, if you like. Anyway, hope you enjoyed what we've done so far, and look forward to doing some more in the future. Time for another brew, I think. See you.